The internet has done a lot of good for society. It's connected countries and people from across the world in ways that were previously impossible. However, the internet has also ended a lot of phenomena that were prevalent prior to its inception. One of these is the occurrence of the superstar. As the internet has evolved and progressed over time, the allure of fame has diminished as well. One way I can illustrate this is through a song that was popular very recently. Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter. This song has literally billions of streams all across streaming platforms, let alone the ears that have heard it on radio and various malls all across the world. It's almost a given that anybody in developed society could recognize this tune. But can everybody in developed society recognize the artist? If you're a young and up-to-date individual, then of course, you probably know that Sabrina Carpenter made that song. But it's entirely possible that a good chunk of people above the age of 25 may recognize the tune but have no clue who the singer is behind the song. This is because the phenomena of the all-encompassing superstar that everybody on the face of the planet can name and recognize on the spot is dead. For reference, take Michael Jackson at his peak following the release of Thriller. Peak Michael Jackson is a level of fame that is honestly unhealthy. He had to rent out entire supermarkets just to shop alone in peace.
Had people in there that I knew pretending as if they were shopping, so it felt like, it was a real environment.
He was so famous that jury selection for his criminal court case was difficult due to how hard it was to find 12 people who didn't know who he was. He became a sort of pseudo-ambassador for the United States. He met with a variety of different world leaders, of course, including American presidents, including Donald Trump before he became president, but also including leaders like Nelson Mandela, as well as various members of the royal family. People like Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley, these superstars define cultural moments. This is no longer possible in the modern age due to the democratization of the media. The doors to influence that were previously gate-kept by major news organizations and media organizations and record labels are no longer there. There's an ease of access in the modern age to the masses' eyes and ears that social media has provided. Even though more people have access to the market than ever before, no one person can become as big as the stars that preceded them. In recent times, the closest the people have gotten to achieving that godlike superstar status that these previous people once held are people like maybe Justin Bieber during his Bieber Fever era. If you were a young person during that time, then I don't even have to explain to you how famous Bieber was at his peak when he first came out. And maybe Taylor Swift, who has maintained a consistent level of high-profile status for more than half of her life on planet Earth. But that all-encompassing mass appeal that superstars once had is just no longer possible. Now, the question is that a good thing or a bad thing? Let me know what you think in the comments down below.